Hey everybody, happy Friday. Sean coming at you from High Level. So excited about this. Some of you saw this kind of sneak out a little bit yesterday, but there was a small update that we had to make. So I didn't want to announce it until today. So that update is made, it's live. So now announcing math operations on workflows. That's right. This is pretty cool. So math operations, you can kind of see it here. We'll jump into it a little in a minute. But essentially, it opens up a huge field of possibilities. And one of the biggest ones is, of course, lead scoring. So any of you who want to do lead scoring, guess what? You can now do lead scoring in High Level, right? So before we dive in here, let's take a look at a couple other quick updates that also went live with the Workflow Builder yesterday. So we'll be right back. Okay, so before we dive into the math operations, look at this conditional here. They have really enhanced the ability to do segments based on dates. So take a look here. You can see that in this case, it's just a conditional, and it's what it's trying to look at is the custom date, in this case, let's say it's custom date field, is after a certain date and is not empty and is in the next 12 days. That's a really, really granular conditional, but it works. And that's the cool thing about it. They've updated this so that that's now the type of level that you can go to. So they did just a phenomenal job with that. And then the next thing is the update contact field. So if you look at this, in this case, what we're trying to do is we're actually updating the field called custom date with a custom date. And what you can do now is you can actually update them with more relative date fields. So instead of having to update them with like a static date, you can say like today, or you could like do 12 days from now, or that kind of thing. So it gives you a lot more optionality around how you're going to do that specific update on the contact field. So take a look at that when you get a chance on both of those. And then without further ado, let's go take a look at the math fields real quick. So we jump into our workflow, or the math operations, excuse me. You can now type math operation, right? And you can see here that you can operate off of a particular standard field and or you can operate off a custom field. So let's say you wanted to do lead scoring, right? Let's just walk through a quick use case on lead scoring. Lead scoring would just be, hey, I want to get into a scenario where if the lead score on a lead goes to 10 or whatever, based on certain activities that they do, I want to take an action, right? So let's go into custom fields real quick, and I'm just going to create a custom field called lead score. So we're going to do numerical. I'm going to call this one lead score, and then save. Should be good. And then we'll jump into the workflow builder and operate on it. So just a sec. Okay, so I'm back over here in my workflow, and I'm gonna go to the math operations, and I'm just gonna say, listen, if they drop into this workflow, what I wanna do is I wanna go ahead and I wanna take the, oops, gotta spell it right, the lead score, and then I wanna do something to it, right? So I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna add 5 points or whatever it is, right? And then in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and actually add that back into the lead score field, and I'm good to go. That's it, that's all we're doing here. We're just gonna add 5 to it, right? So now, let's say if I get to 5, I want to actually do something with that, right? So let's take a look and see exactly what that would look like. Okay, so all I did here is I just literally created a blank workflow, right? And then, so what we're going to do now is, let's just say contacts lead score is 5 or greater, I guess. So what we want to do is say, excuse me, we want to come in here and say, all right, when the contact is changed, because obviously in this case now, the contact would be changed, right? Because we're updating the field on the contact. All I want to do is come in here and just look. If else, so if contact detail, and why scroll when you can just, there you go. If lead score is, right, greater than or equal to, and in this case, what did we decide it was 5, then hit save action. So if the answer is yes, bingo, we just hit the lead score of 5. What the heck does that mean? I don't know, but whatever you want it to mean, you could, ding, 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 we've got a winner. And obviously if it's no, you can just sort of leave it alone and go that way. And again, you can mix and match this however you want, but now you have lead scoring. So right there, you can take a lot of action literally based on arbitrary things happening in other parts, and you can sort of tie it all together at this lead score. And honestly, you can just simply look at the lead score, right? So if you just wanted to say, look, I have a limited number of salespeople, or they have a limited amount of time in a day, I just want them to focus on contacts that have a lead score of X lead, excuse me, X score greater. Sorry, you could do lots of things with that. You could automatically add them to like call out lists. You could add it as a column on the smart list and have them like sort by and look at it. And, oh, what am I saying? You could create a smart list that automatically just shows you people with a particular score or higher. So there's lots and lots and lots and lots of cool ways that you can use this. So anyways, This is a huge release. I'm super excited about it. The team did such a phenomenal job. I'm sorry I went on for almost 5 minutes here, but I thought it was a really cool upgrade. And we've got a lot more coming up, of course, but I hope all of you are having an awesome Friday. You have a great weekend. And as always, if you have any questions, let us know. Thanks.